Why is your face so clean?
Hey.
Okay, ready?
Because I've been working more.
Okay, ready?
Also because you just touched your face.
Alright, guys, ready? Alright.
Can it see all of us?
Yep. So, what do you guys like traveling? What do you like most about traveling?
Chloe, why don't you go first?
What do you like most about traveling?
Traveling with my family.
That's what you like most about traveling because we come with you?
Yeah.
Reagan, what about you?
It's really fun seeing new things.
Yeah?
And I'm never alone.
Emily?
Because I always have my family. I didn't do two.
You need to?
Because yeah. Okay. and I love my family.
Okay, good job.
One more. And Emily, you think while he's oh, you like and about traveling. Okay.
All those ands.
And I love. I know I said that. And I love traveling with my family.
Cool.
In the car.
And you in the car?
We love traveling with you. Yeah.
Okay, Emmy's turn. Emily, what do you love most about traveling?
I love being able to learn new things, like without having to read them in a book. I can actually see them
in real life.
and like I don't have to look in pictures. I can actually take my own pictures of where we've been.
Oh, cookies.
That's
Be
cool.
able to share my adventures.
Cupcakes.
What is the thing you dislike about traveling the most?
Chloe?
What don't you like about traveling?
Not looking down when it's the bumpy road and the turn road.
Oh, could you get dizzy?
Yeah.
That's what you don't like, is being on bumpy roads?
Yeah.
I thought you loved being on bumpy roads.
Twisty roads.
Yeah, twisty roads.
Twisty roads are the ones that you get.
That make you sick. What about you, Reagan?
I don't know. There's not really anything.
What's your biggest pet peeve? Your
I don't
pet
know.
peeve.
I don't know
Like
what that is.
your biggest dislike.
What's things you don't like about traveling? Is there anything, even like travel days?
Like, what's one thing you could say it as miss? Like,
I mislike something.
what?
I mislike something?
Not mislike. That's not a word. So we all can wrap our arms, and then Reagan, you wrap your arm around Cole.
And you. I am not going to tickle you, am I?
You better not.
I won't. Chloe, stop.
No. What? What's so funny? What is she doing?
I don't know.
You can't make that look.
Okay, ready?
Not possible.
Okay. All right. What, Emily? What do you dislike the most?
Well, there's two things actually. Not being able to have a pet, which stinks, and then not being able to have my own room.
Your own room.
And not being able to have a pet. But mostly the room.
Mostly the room.
I
Mostly the room.
No, I got 3.
Now you have 3?
Oh boy, she thought
One's
of
that
them.
Emily has, the 2 that Emily has, and then Twisty Roads. So 1 that Cole has, and 2 that Emily has.
So you stole our ideas.
No, I had 3. I had
Okay,
one,
what
Twisty.
are yours?
3, 4. 1 more. you don't get to spend time with other people that's part of your family. 1, 2, see?
Alright, we're the Ramseys, and we've been traveling since September 2018. And I'm Melissa.
I'm Ross.
I'm Reagan.
I'm Emily.
I'm Cole.
What else did you want?
Well, they're supposed to say their ages.
Oh, yeah.
Kids. We don't need to know our ages.
Yeah.
I'm Ross, 39.
I'm about to hit 40.
Yeah. I'm about to hit the big 4-0.
So, Emily, you want to say how old you are?
I'm 11.
I'm 7. I'm 10.
You know?
4. You're 4.
4. Oh my gosh. We're originally from Florida. We just had this sense of adventure, and so we thought, hey, let's get a trailer, and we were going to live in it on a farm, but that fell through, so we decided to still get the Airstream and travel with it. So here we are, 2 years later.
What do you think of it, Emily? Like, could you imagine living
I'm 7.
like normal? What would be considered normal, or do you like this more? Or
I like this way more.
what do you think, Reagan?
I like this more because it's more fun and you get to learn new things.
What do you miss about living in a home?
I miss about when we didn't live in a trailer.
What about you guys, Ross and Melissa? Is there anything that, like, I don't know, like, what's your perspective on it? Are there any things that were like harder to adjust to, or what was that like? Because I think it's just spectacular living with 3 kids in here. It's really cool. So what of that was difficult to adjust to, if anything?
What was the...
I think over the couple of years that we've been traveling, I think you start to adjust your own space. And I think at first it was, this is all our own space, whereas now we have, some time where we say, okay, go to your space and we're going to stay in our space. And just having some time where just Ross and I have dinners by ourselves, or, the kids have dinners by themselves, or just identifying some time when we need space. And even, now that Ross has the bike, he can go have his own space. Or, when I fold laundry, that's my space. Everyone knows that I'm going to come back and I'm going to watch what I want to watch, and I'm going to be by myself and fold clothes, So just identifying, I think, what our own space looks like in this small space. As far as anything I miss, I think the only thing I miss is when we're really far from grocery stores, that convenience. It's like an hour and 15 minutes just to get to the grocery store, and sometimes you forget things, and that's been hard. But just convenience. But you learn to adapt, and it doesn't matter anymore. You remember the things. You write them down.
I feel like a lot of, and I'm sure there is, but you guys don't have the kind of like animosity toward one another that I see a lot of times in younger kids.
Right.
It's like you guys, anything that you said about Reagan was always so positive, and I think that's really cool. So it's like, even though you guys do spend so much time together, and I'm sure there is, like, it's hard, you have a really cool relationship. Is there, like, what do you think about that? Or, like, do you miss things about that, like, in the friends aspect and everything, or?
I miss my friends a lot, but I can keep in touch with them by texting and calling. But I love having them with me because, like, I imagine being an only child, and I'm like, I would be so lonely, like, at home. Like, if it was like this and I couldn't see any of my friends, I would just be lonely. But I'm glad I have them right now. That's the best part about it, is having little siblings that they drive you crazy sometimes, but sometimes you just...
Yay!
On purpose.
Yeah.
Not me.
Not me.
Yeah, not you, huh?
Yes. I miss my family.
You miss your family.
It's right here.
I got
If you're gonna talk.
If I'm all alone, and my mama and dad are at getting groceries.
Leave you alone. We do not, disclaimer,
Yeah.
we do not leave any of them alone.
No.
And
This
then,
guy.
And then my family are all here.
Oh, yeah, here, buddy. I don't know why you miss your family because we never leave.
Any advice for families before they hit the road?
Oh, that's good.
Or people that are like looking to do this? What advice would you give them if they're doing it with a young family?
I think there's a bunch of factors. I think one is really what you're going to travel in. That's huge. You really have to know your space and what you're really going to need. I think there's definitely room for changes because we've totally changed this place from needing somewhere for me to work and needing somewhere for the kids to, do their daily whatevers, and then just having a space for all of us to eat. Like, that was big. And so
Right.
that's what we changed the second year. But I think a lot of trailers aren't always adaptable. You can't change everything in it just because of your needs. So I think it's definitely one of them. Another one is really knowing, and I think you
What
can't.
kind of traveling?
What kind of traveling?
Are you going to boondock, or are you going to go
What you
campground to
need.
campground? That all depicts on what kind of rig and how you're going to do stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And then,
For
and
sure,
then
it
what
makes
your
a big
expenses are.
yeah. what
Like,
you're-
one of the reasons why we do travel is so we're trying to pay off debt and, eventually be debt free. So when we go to buy land, we're not stuck in,
right.
limited to what we can build.
Because you can spend a lot of money jumping from campsite to campsite, paying. If you tried to do it that way, it's just. If it's in your budget and you're able to do it, But like with the way we built this thing and the way we, built the trailer to live in it full time. We kind of set ourselves up that we wanted to camp like this. We
We
wanted
wanted to be self-sufficient.
self-sufficient and not, have to rely on campgrounds and stuff and be able to be out here like this. So.
Because it can get really, really expensive.
Do you think it's even viable for people to do that? Like to go from campsite to campsite or campground to campground?
it really depends on what you want. Like, we're
Yeah.
okay being in the middle of nowhere by ourselves. Some people need that people interaction and they need their kids to go play with other kids, and it's not a necessity for us. But if there's totally a ton of memberships and stuff you can get where you can go from different, like 1,000 Trails or whatever the other ones are, and be able to jump and be with other families and stuff. But that's not, we like our privacy. We like leaving the windows open and not having to close everything up. So,
The whole go to your room thing. Well, it's not really much to, they can't go and think about something, you're right on, so close to each other, so.
Or if it's raining outside and they can't go out and so they're stuck inside. I'm sure you guys have had those days where you're just like stuck inside for a while.
Right.
You're just like I need to get outside.
Yeah.
And so we don't have that outlet. And
Right, because we're all in an area the size of some people's bedrooms. one single bedroom, it's like, or kitchen even, if you're in some, these bigger homes. So that can be tough. And, you can see where it'd be hard for some people to.
I think a lot of it too is if you can't be with your partner 24/7, then this life is not for you. You need to go buy a house immediately because you will be so stressed. But we knew right away that we could be around each other for long periods of time, and he's been not working since we moved to Colorado in 2014. He did work a little bit of time
In
before we
between.
went. Yeah, in between.
But
But
we've had some time to get used to.
yeah,
We've kind of prepared ourselves in a way. If you go back and look at the things we've done and where we've moved and the steps we've done and getting rid of things slowly and paring down and getting smaller, we've almost like set ourselves up for this life. So it wasn't like, we had to, nice big house and everything and all the stuff, and we just like sold it all and left. Like we kind of
Which
like
I think it happens a
we
lot
kind of
to a lot
just
of families.
you know I think a lot of people do that. We kind of just slowly, you know, as we did things, we got, I don't know, I think it set us up for, you know, how we do things. So
Well, I think
which
a
has
lot
helped.
of families that travel too, they do sell their house and then they have this huge chunk of money, and so then they're going and doing all the things, and then, you know, that money starts to run out, and we came out knowing like this is our budget, this is what we can do. Yes,
Right.
we can get donuts, but we might not be able to go to this amusement park, you know, like making
Right.
those decisions right off
Right.
on what was affordable versus how much money can we blow in a, you know, a very short amount of time. And then deciding, okay, now we have this much, are we going to keep going or are we going to stop? And, you know, that wasn't an issue for us because we already knew that this was going to be it, so.
We started out, what do we say, 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years.
It just all depends. If we find that place and something, you know, comes, you know, because that's part of the reason we're doing this is, you know, one, seeing the country and seeing everything, but, you know, figuring out where we want to be, you know, where we want to end up. And if it's something falls in front of our feet and it looks right and it's going to work and it's something that we can do and it's doable, I mean, that time could shorten, or I mean, it could be longer. I mean, we just don't know.
That's
Yeah.
almost exactly how we feel.
Yeah, if it's the right opportunity, I mean, I can't, you know, it's meant to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. See you next year.